Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated robbery? Normally, that's a first-degree felony. If the state proves up the repeater paragraph allegation, then your range of punishment will be anywhere from 15 to 99 years or life in prison. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And that is for count 1 and count 2. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 1 and 2. You're to agree that you've been previously convicted for enhancement purposes. Punishment is to be assessed at 20 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There are no applications. The state is taking in consideration 2024 CR 4237. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea?
That's correct, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor. I think Mr. Luna wanted to say a few words to the court.
All right. You want to raise your right hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Paul Luna.
All right. What would you like to say, sir?
Is it okay if I read this to the court?
Have,
I've seen it, Judge.
I mean, it's not, it's just, it's not asking for no time off, no, not for my freedom,
Sure.
nothing like that.
Okay.
Your Honor, my name is Paul Anthony Luna Jr. I'm 31 years old, and I wanted to take this time to tell you a little bit about myself because no one seems to hear me out on the situation I'm in and why the crime was committed. I'm a heroin addict, and I've been doing heroin since I was 16 years old, on and off because I was doing good working at times, but my demons would take the best of me. So I will fall back into my addiction. The only thing that keeps saving my life is getting locked up, which I hate to say, but it's true. And I thank God for that. I would inject black tar heroin, which I'm not proud of because I've lost a lot behind my addiction. I was strung out dope sick when the crime occurred. If I had the chance, I would ask my victims for forgiveness for putting their lives in danger. I regret doing what I did because I know now I'm wasting my life over a fix. Your Honor, I'm not a bad person. Anybody that knows me can tell you I'm a good person when I'm not on heroin. But every time I get strung out, I make mistakes that I gotta live with, and I'm not proud of it. And the people that don't know me want to paint a picture of me like I'm just an evil person because what they see on paper or go off of what other people say that don't know me. So I'm pleading with you, not for my freedom, but for help with my addiction. This will be the first time I've asked the court for help because I see you're a judge that helps people that want the help. I don't want to keep going back to my addiction because of my weak mindset, and I'm not afraid to admit that. So I'm asking for your help to fix the problem that I have with, which is my drug addiction, because this is a cycle that needs to be broken. So thank you, Your Honor, for hearing me out of the problem in my life. That's all I gotta say, Your Honor.
all right. Thank you. All right. I'm going to sentence you. I am going to ask that you be placed in the therapeutic community.
Thank
They
you.
can address your drug issues. I have no jurisdiction to place you in the therapeutic community, but if you don't ask for it, they're definitely not going to give it to you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court is going to follow your agreement, sentence you to 20 years in counts 1 and count 2, taking consideration 2024 CR 4237. Counts 1 and counts 2 will run concurrently. Give you credit for any time served. I'm going to go off the record for a moment. Here's the thing. You're not going to be in prison for the rest of your life. It's 20 years.
I understand that.
All right. Once you are released, you need to quickly go to a rehab center to get inpatient treatment. If you end up receiving parole from the prison, they will give you help. They have programs you will need to ask for. If you're released and you can't find a place for your treatment for sobriety to maintain it, if I'm still here, as they say, if God willing and the creek don't rise, you can come back here and I will personally pick up the phone and call someone to make sure you're in inpatient treatment. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck to you.
All right, you too, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Good luck, sir.
All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
My client wishes to accept responsibility and move on from this episode. He is no longer with the complainant. They have no contact with each other. There's no children between each other. So it is, that relationship is done.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I do. I have a 3-year-old daughter.
All right. And how often do you see her?
24/7.
And what do you mean 24/7?
She lives with me. It's just right now she's with my mother because I live with my parents.
And where's her mom?
Her mom, she has it like 2-3 times a week. She's here in San Antonio. She has her own apartment, so whenever she goes to work, she leaves her with my mom. And on her days off, my mom takes her to her.
All right, you have an issue with violence. So why do you keep hitting on people that you claim that you love?
And I made a mistake.
No, you didn't make a mistake. You made a choice. When you put your hands on someone, it's not, oops, I mistakenly punch you in the face, or oops, I mistakenly choke you. You're making choices. So I'm trying to figure out, what is your problem?
I was just very angry, and I know I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
I know it was wrong.
So you have your daughter. How would you like it if she's in a relationship and somebody's putting their hands on her? How would you feel about that? And for them to be saying, oh, it's a mistake, I was angry.
It would break my heart. It would hurt me. I would probably be very upset.
And so that's what you're doing. You're out here in the free world, putting your hands on someone else's daughter. And children learn how to behave in a relationship based upon what they see. So if your daughter sees you being abusive to her mother, then guess what? She's going to think, well, my dad tells me he loves my mom, or my dad says he loves his girlfriend, but he's always hitting on her. So that means if I'm in a relationship with a guy, if he hits on me, that will mean that he loves me. That's what you're putting out into your daughter's universe. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
No, all the way. 12.
All right. So what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life? I mean, we do need people to make wings, but I mean, is that your dream job?
No, ma'am.
Well, what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
I plan on getting my CDL.
All right. 6 years deferred adjudication? No.
Ma'am.
All right. We can go off the record. Do not put your hands on anybody in anger. Do you understand? If I could order you not to be in any relationship, I would. If there could be a letter on your chest to let women know that you have 2 assault family violence convictions in your life, I would have it embroidered in your chest. A for assaulter. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You had better start doing better and making better choices, and don't get in another relationship until you get an orchid with the flowers on it. Once those flowers fall off, wait until it blooms again. That will teach you patience. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.